Let's solve this geometry problem carefully. We have a large right triangle, ABC, and inside one corner, there's a square. The top corner of the square touches the hypotenuse at point D, dividing the hypotenuse into two segments. From A to D is 8 units, and from D to C is 16 units. Our goal is to find the area of the square. Since all sides of a square are equal, let's call the side length x. Now look carefully at the two small right triangles formed around the square. Let the small vertical side on the left be A. Notice something very important here. These two triangles are similar. The reason is that both are right triangles, and they also share the same acute angles. So by the angle-angle similarity rule, their corresponding sides must be proportional. Let's use that property. In the top triangle, the ratio of the vertical side to the hypotenuse is A divided by 8. In the triangle on the right, the corresponding ratio is x divided by 16. Since the triangles are similar, we can set these ratios equal. So we have A divided by 8 equals x divided by 16. Now, let's cross-multiply. Cross-multiplication works because if two fractions are equal, then the product of the numerator of one fraction and the denominator of the other must also be equal. That gives us 8x equals 16a. Next, divide both sides by 8, and we get x equals 2a. This is a very useful relationship, so keep it in mind because we'll use it in the next step. If you're enjoying this explanation so far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more fun math problems. Now, let's go back to the small triangle at the top. Its three sides are A, 2a, and the hypotenuse is 8. Since this is a right triangle, we can apply the Pythagorean theorem, which tells us that the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So we write a squared plus the quantity 2a whole squared equals 8 squared. Now simplify each term. The quantity 2a whole squared becomes 4a squared, and 8 squared is 64. So the equation becomes a squared plus 4, a squared equals 64. Combine the like terms on the left side. 1a squared plus 4. A squared gives us 5a squared. So we have 5a squared equals 64. Now divide both sides by 5 to isolate a squared, giving us a squared equals 64 divided by 5. Great. Now we're ready to find the area of the square. The area of a square is simply the side length squared. Since the side length x equals 2a, the area is x squared, which becomes the quantity 2a whole squared. Squaring 2a gives us 4a squared. Now substitute the value of a squared that we just found. The area equals 4 multiplied by 64 divided by 5. And multiplying 4 by 64 gives us 256. So the area is 256 divided by 5. Finally, divide 256 by 5 and we get 51.2.